Good morning, guys. Welcome back. We are just finishing up milking the cows. Literally milking the last one right now, and then we're gonna let them outside. We do have to put a bale out for them after we get them outside. Usually we do it before, but they'll go right out to pasture anyway, so we'll do that after we turn them out. We'll just head out there, drop a bale in the feeder real quick, and then the field work has to start. If you're new here, by the way, I'm Taylor, and I work on a dairy farm in Central Maine with my boss, Brent. It's just him and I. We milk 70 dairy cows. We have about 20 replacement heifers, and we do all of our haying. We make baleage, pretty much only baleage. We don't do any corn or anything. If you like watching videos with small farms, working on equipment, everything cows, if you enjoy that kind of thing, I really hope you'll subscribe and join us. Gross. Brownie Bean would like to say hi to you guys. Brownie, stop lapping my legs and look at the camera. Hey, look, people want to see your cute little face. Hi, good girl. That's a little too close. Okay. But you guys are probably wondering, like, why hasn't she calved yet? She is bred. She's bagging a little bit. She really doesn't like me around the back of her. I think she just got bred a little late because the Normandy bull that we had wasn't very good. And she always ran away from the Angus. She didn't like the Angus we had, but so we were worried about her for a while. We thought she was just barren or something, couldn't get bred, but she is now. So yay, we get to keep her. She's a good girl, isn't she, Brownie? Yeah. Get out, get out, get out. I think the bull came in here and he's up front eating grain off the floor. You know better. Come on, let's go. Come on, go. Get out of here. Good boy. Go see your lady friends. So he's going to get a bale. I dumped him down there the other day. He's got the Massey out and ready to go. If you're new here, this is our most recent purchase, and it's had a lot of issues, but we got it going, and Brent's gonna use it today for some field work. The only problem is the AC is not working in it, so he's gonna have to have all the windows and the doors open and everything. But other than that, she's running very, very well. Couldn't ask for a nicer ride, that's for sure. Massey knows what they're doing when it comes to suspension and everything. Rides like a Cadillac. And anybody who knows engines knows Perkins is one of the best engines. But yeah, we're finally putting her to good use. And so far, we're liking it. shut the water off to the inside of the barn. There's a pipe here somewhere that has a hole in it, and Brent's got to fix it today while I'm mowing. I think it's this one right here. Yeah, must be. It's leaking everywhere and the stall's all wet. Yeah, you can see it's bubbled up and broken right there, and it's leaking through. So he's gonna fix that, shut the water off so it doesn't explode and flood the barn randomly today before he gets it done. And I gotta feed the calves their hay because they're dying. It is the next day. I'm a little bit tired. We mowed this whole section yesterday, which is a lot. It doesn't look like that big of an area, but it's very large. Brent, I don't even know if you can see him. He's way on the other side of the field with the Massey, tethering it again. We're making dry hay. This is the first dry hay of the year for us. So we didn't mow. This is like a 20-acre field, and there's part of it, not quite half of it, goes down a hill, so you can't see it from here, but you can, maybe you can see the tall grass or the edge of it. The International and the mowing machine are over there. I'm gonna finish that today. It's up in the air whether or not that's also gonna be dry hay or we're gonna wrap it, because today is Monday and tomorrow's supposed to be good, but then Wednesday rain. So we're not sure if we're gonna have enough time to get that to dry out, because it's supposed to get cloudy, I think, as the day goes on. But tomorrow's supposed to be sunny, but today is supposed to be like kind of cloudy. So I don't know if it's gonna dry out enough, so we haven't decided yet. Brent's gonna make a decision. Did you hear that? That was my stomach. I just ate, I don't know why it's making that noise. So he's gonna decide, but we are going to move the mowing machine. We had it spread out, so it makes a wider windrow, so it dries out faster on its own. I guess he wants me to drive over there. He's stopping by the mowing machine, so I guess he wants me to drive over there. I didn't think he wanted me to drive through the hay, but I guess he does. It doesn't really matter. I've got the impact gun because I hit a stick on the edge of the woods the other day. I tried to lift it up over it, but when I did, the tire caught it and stood it back up, and one of the very end knife caught it. It's so annoying when it beeps at me. We used to have one of those click things that would stop it from doing that when you were driving through a field. One of the knives is possibly turned under. Not really a big deal. I'm gonna park the truck behind the tedder so it's not in the way of his next pass. Oh, there we go. Take this. This was on it. I didn't know what you needed.
Yeah. You raise it up.
They're all okay?
Yeah, I think it
just needs to be sharpened.
Well, I think it was light this one should need. You won't make one here with it. There you go. There's that and that.
Okay.
Right, oh, wait a minute. You gotta loosen that knot.
We're gonna close the windows up so they're bigger, just in case we do want to wrap it, so I can just bail it instead of having to rake it.
I'm always on the wrong side of it.
I'll push it ahead. Hold on.
Hold on. Okay, good.
Ready?
Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Is that it?
Yep. I'll take it over to your truck. I gotta put this back in your truck anyway.
Huh?
I gotta put this back in your truck anyway.
One tethering is all right. I'd say around 12 or 1 o'clock.
How you liking your tractor? How you liking your tractor?
You leave that there for now, the truck.
Yeah, I made sure it wasn't in your row.
Love this truck.
I was just flying the drone and it got too far away from me. Where the heck did it go? Uh-oh. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. It got too far away from me and didn't know what was going on. Come on. Good job. Brent's right in love with that tractor. Got my water. Got everything I need. We're gonna mow this. It's a little bit thicker than that side. This is a field that we haven't put manure on in years because somebody else owns it and they didn't really want us to put manure on it. We just did. So it's coming around. It's getting better. We did it last spring. Did we do it this spring or last fall? I don't know, but we spread manure on it. And we also planted oats in that part of it. So that part is better. Over here, I spread a lot more manure, so it's a lot thicker and it looks a lot better than it has. In previous years, we would get like 100 bales off this, which is not great anyway. I mean, that's only 5 bales an acre. But recent years, last year, I think we might have gotten 47 off of it. So not much at all for what we have into it. Luckily, because this field's not super thick, we can at least mow it high. finished baling the first half. Literally had enough to barely wrap all the bales. This was the last one, and it's not wrapped as much as it should be, and it's literally like in the middle for some reason, but it did it. We made it. Brent just brought one over, so we got a new one in there for tomorrow morning when we go bale that. It was just enough. Like, I watched it run off the cardboard and we're like, I think it was enough, and it was. So there's 34 up here, so not bad. Good morning, guys. It is 5 o'clock. We are going to bale this field that we mowed yesterday for baleage. Instead of dry hay, we finally decided that we'd rather do baleage with it. So I'm just baling it straight out of the rows that I mowed. We were worried that that field's usually wet because it's on a downgrade and then it kind of flattens out at the bottom. So it's usually wet, but it was not wet at all. We were worried that we were going to have troubles with the rake again if we didn't, make the mowing machine make wider rows on its own. So we just wanted to do that so we wouldn't have to rake it, just in case we had troubles with the rake because it was so thick and so wet. Because it will not move really, really heavy green feed. It'll just like drive right over the top of it, get it all wound up in the rake, and it's super annoying. So that's why we mowed it differently. There was something that I wanted to tell you guys, and now I can't remember. But it's 5 o'clock in the morning, so it'll come to me probably. I don't know. We got 35 bales altogether. I think I told you that yesterday. Here, which is pretty much more than we got off the whole field. Last year and the year before, I think, it only did like in the 40s, the whole thing. So it's already doing better just with the one time we spread manure on it. Oh, the other thing that I did want to say, you guys keep asking, a lot of you keep asking, why we're moving feed that we had from last year if I said we ran out of feed last year. We didn't actually run out of feed, but you see, we have to still account for the fact that even when the cows are out on pasture in summertime, we still have to feed them hay from last year. So if we hadn't bought hay and silage last fall and winter, we would have already run out of feed. We wouldn't have the feed that we have now to continue feeding them throughout the summer until we have feed for next year that we can feed them. So that's why I said we would have run out, because we're still technically supposed to be feeding them last year's feed. So the feed that we have left is still feed that we're supposed to be feeding. It's not extra that we had and we're just giving it to them because we want to. We're still supposed to be feeding that because the pasture eventually throughout the summer, especially if we have a dry summer, is not enough to hold 80 cows. So in mid-July, sometimes August, if the pasture does really well, we start feeding them hay, at least one a day, which is what we've started doing the last couple weeks. We put out one a day. They might finish it, they might not, but we have it to give them, and technically we're still feeding for last year. Let's go bale that and annoy the neighbors. You can still see the moon. later in the day and doing it earlier in the morning because we can keep that moisture content the way we want it, because stuff dries out faster obviously when it's later in the year and hotter. Why did it do that?
That's Titan.
The Titan's not it was peeled right off. It was like not half, but a quarter of it was not coming off. So I'm gonna go back and start milking while Brent finishes wrapping those bales. It's almost 6 o'clock. All I gotta do is get the girls inside, grain them, and then I can start milking them, and then he'll be back in a few minutes. I gotta make a pot of coffee because I am tired. We got 35 bales off that lower section. No, 30, sorry. 30 bales off the lower section. Found a bottle too. And 35 off the top. So altogether, 65 bales, which is already much better than last year. Just with 1 dose of manure, so putting manure on it again this fall, and hopefully next spring if it's dry enough, which it probably won't be, but if it is, we can get it on next spring too. And that should really boost this field again, and hopefully we'll get another extra 20 bales off it.
Once I get changed, I'm gonna take this over, and you come over with my pickup. That'll help it. That'll help it a lot.
Oh yeah. Stay in there, could you? Okay. We are unloading our first round of bales that we have to get. We only have 2.5 loads to do. The longest part is driving over there to get them, but the cows are all over here grazing right now. It's really pretty. The other thing that we did this morning was we did take a look at the Kubota's, I'm not really sure what you call it. It's like planetary, I don't know, the oil that's in like the planetaries or the hubs or whatever. We checked that because we have one that does leak. I think it's on the, I would say the driver's side of the tractor. It's on the left-hand side of the tractor. That one has leaked in the past, and we actually had to replace the whole thing once. Something happened and it sheared off a bunch of bearings in there and stuff, and it was bad. The side that drips a little bit, we did add some gear oil to, and the other side was absolutely fine. Now we're gonna go pick up that last load of hay, and then I think we're gonna be done for the day. We had a few other things that we ended up doing, so it's like, oh, it's like 1:45 right now, so we'll get a couple hour break. But yeah, I hope everything is going well for you guys where you are. If you're farming, I hope everything is well there. If you're not, I hope you're staying inside where it's nice and cool. Brent is almost done putting those last 6 in, so I gotta head back to the field. As always, guys, thanks for spending the day with us. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. Keep it real, keep farming, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.